Well, the bail reform law may have been passed with good intentions, but the consequences still point to a flawed system. Criminal defense attorney Arie Shamuilian joining our conversation now. Arie, thank you for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, so let's take a look at this New York City case. We have surveillance video. We have the criminals or the suspect's criminal past. We have the fact that the victim is in a medically induced coma. Why was this charge downgraded to a misdemeanor?
I don't anticipate this case to remain in a misdemeanor case. I think that the district attorney's office is going to go ahead and build up the case once they receive medical records. It's particularly shocking in this case that the victim in the case has suffered such great injuries, such as being induced in a medically induced coma, and now it's a misdemeanor. I don't think it'll be like this for long.
Okay. Well, Arie, we know the fight over bail reform certainly has gone back and forth, or there are critics, there are proponents, but, those proponents say it was never intended to let violent criminals back out on the streets. So what happened in a case like this, and what is the solution?
Bail deals with two major things. Number one is danger to the community. Number two is flight risk. I assume that the defense in this case argued that the defendant in this case is not a danger to the community. His prior is from 2015. He's not a flight risk because he resides in the community. However, if you look at the video in this case, what's particularly egregious is that prior to the strike, the defendant puts a glove on his hand and then walks up and does the punch. The counter argument that the DA's office should have made is that this wasn't some random attack. Rather, it was something premeditated, and he is a danger to the community.
Well, Arie, as a criminal defense attorney, I think that, obviously many times these negative examples are highlighted. Are there positive examples of this bail reform?
Absolutely. There's plenty. I've had a lot of innocent clients who, not for bail reform, would be stuck in custody throughout the duration of their case in order to prove their innocence. There's definitely upsides to it, but in this case, it's quite concerning given the violentness of this action that he was released without any bail.
Absolutely. All right. Criminal defense attorney Arie Shamuilian, thank you so much for your time, sir.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.